Do you have to be lucky to be successful? What a question, right? Now, if you asked me this question 10 or even 5 years ago, I would probably say that no, luck has nothing to do with success. However, now from my own life experiences and my friends and etc., I came to a conclusion that you need at least a little bit of luck to achieve some major milestones pretty much in whatever you do. Now, there are some things where luck has really nothing to do with it, or at least is not gonna be a major factor for high achievement. Take any type of sport, for example. You push yourself, you practice every day in, day out, you do this every single day, you never quit, and you literally push yourself to the limits. And in this situation, your high achievement will depend solely on your determination, and luck, at least technically, will have very little to do with it. However, still luck might be a factor to determine how high your achievement will go. You see, for example, you might be lucky enough to be in some major team, but if you just play on a smaller team, for example, there might be difference, at least financially, whether you make tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and if you're really lucky, that might be millions of dollars annually. Now, that was the sports, but in any regular type of business, for example, like a restaurant, luck will be a way bigger factor. So just picture this. You save enough money, you finally open some good quality, let's say Italian restaurant, right? Now the food quality in your restaurant is top notch, same is the service, you have good waiters and etc. And finally, after running this restaurant for 8 months or a year or so, you start getting some profit. Now for the next year or two, your restaurant is running really smoothly, you get more and more clientele, and so far everything is pretty much working perfectly. That is until someone decides to open some big laundromat right on the opposite side of the street next to your restaurant. Now in this situation, the laundromat customers occupy pretty much all the parking spots on the street, or after a while at least majority of the spots, and to make things worse, they not your typical clientele, so these public laundromat customers don't really go into your restaurant, and after a while, because there is limited parking spot in front of your restaurant, less and less customers actually come to visit your restaurant. Needless to say, but your business is going down. So in this situation, I think you can say that your luck pretty much ran out. Sometimes our luck has also a lot to do with the timing we do the business. I'm gonna quickly give you my own example. In 2001, I participated in Amazon Influencers program, and for the next 2 years or so, I made really good money with that program. So I was lucky enough that the time was pretty much on my side, because last year, for example, in 2024, it was really difficult to make the money with the program, and unfortunately now in 2025, this situation got even worse. So I feel blessed and definitely lucky that I participated in this program at a perfect time. Look, your effort, drive, and pretty much hunger for achievement will always be the 90% determining factor of your success. However, with that being said, there is actually very few success stories without any luck whatsoever. If you actually do some research, you will quickly find out that most of the successful individuals up there, those who speak about their success publicly, pretty much always say that they were lucky, that they opened their business that time, or that they invested their money at the right time, or into the right company. I think you get the point. Now, if you want your hard-earned money to be lucky enough and earn some nice interest, check this video right here. I use this high-yield savings account for a while now, so it might work for you too. And with that, thank you for watching.